Hey Taurus, thank you for checking into the channel. It's your girl, the Unorthodox Counselor. Today I'm going to go ahead and get in a read for you guys today. Focusing on your spiritual healing at this time. So let's see what you guys got going on. We're going to go ahead and tap in and get started. Take only the messages that resonate. Okay. Like, subscribe, and share. Greatly appreciate it. I'm going to try to get out as much content as I can today. Alright, let's go ahead and rock, Taurus. Let's see what you guys need for healing at this time. So far, it's something regarding regret maybe on your mind at this time. You might be regretful about something. And when we talk about the zodiac signs, when I do the readings, I'm always talking about the sun, moon, Venus, and rising. Sometimes you have prominent placements in your chart. So you could be a Taurus, sun, moon, Venus, or rising. Let's see what needs healing at this time. Acceptance, Taurus. Right now you need to work on acceptance. It could be something regarding accepting the real you of who you are and what abilities you hold and possess. It may be to accept some type of situation that has come to a close, or it may be time to accept some type of new beginning that you're embarking on at this time, that you're possibly being forced to embark on at this time, because God could be definitely putting his foot down saying, this is what you're going to do. I told you, and this is it. Acceptance is learning to accept the things that you cannot change. You cannot change people, places, or things. Only you can change you and your situation and your circumstances and what you got going on and how you want your life to unfold by putting in the work that needs to be done. When it comes to acceptance, we're talking about obedience, sacrifice, letting go, giving and receiving. All of these things come into play when it concerns acceptance. So when we started out, I saw a regret at the bottom of the deck. There's something that you need to accept and you need to let go of regret regarding some type of situation. Let's see what the root cause of this lack of acceptance at this time that you're dealing with. What is the root cause of this suffering for Taurus? What's causing the Taurus to lack acceptance at this time? Happiness. Happiness is affecting you from accepting the truth of whatever the matter is. Your lack of happiness causes you to have a lack of acceptance. Being aware that being happy means that you're on the right path. In order to accept something, it will bring in happiness. Happiness will bring in acceptance. There needs to be, it's like a seesaw. Okay? You get on, you got one here, you got the other one there, and they just balance each other out like a balance beam. You're grieving something at this time, Taurus. And it goes back to what I said earlier, because at the bottom of the deck we got grief, and earlier I had talked about there's something that you need to accept. It's some type of loss, even some type of new gain that's coming in, because anytime something ends, there's always something coming in. Anytime you have to let go of something, God gonna replace it with something greater that's going to help you go into your purpose. But you losing something also gives you the opportunity to learn to appreciate the losses and the gains, the good, the bad, the ugly, and indifferent, because it guides you on a journey of understanding and acceptance and giving you knowledge and wisdom. Let's take a look at how this lack of acceptance and happiness is affecting your life right now. Once again, grief done popped out. It was at the bottom of the deck. You saw me shuffling. Grief popped out. Your lack of acceptance of this loss, or this new this loss that you're experiencing, whether it's people, places, or things, is causing you to have a lack of happiness because you hurt and you sad, because you won't accept this type of loss or removal from your life. What it could be a person, a place, a thing, a mindset. You could be traveling. You could be learning a lot about yourself at this time that you're unhappy about, that you just can't believe how you was thinking, operating, or behaving. This could be learning to accept family for who they are and not what you envision and want them to be. Learning to accept that this is what it really is. Learning to accept that there's people in your life who you thought was for you, but they were actually against you. Learning to accept that you did wrong, that you might have been enabling certain attitudes and behaviors and self-sabotaging connections. This could be various different things that could be happening in your life right now, Taurus. Either way, take a look at yourself and understand that right now you need to focus on acceptance so that you can heal. But your lack of happiness from this loss of this grief is causing you to not be happy and accept. You won't, this grief won't even, you can't even accept this grief. That's why you won't be happy. All of this is tied in together. Acceptance, happiness, grief, grief, happiness, acceptance. The grief you can't seem to accept is causing you to be unhappy. You can't be happy. You're not happy right now because you won't accept the grief that's transpiring in your life right now. At the bottom of the deck, we got honesty, Taurus. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So this is also letting me know that somewhere in this issue of acceptance, lack of happiness because of some form of grief, this might be pertaining to people in your life. People may have lied to you, deceived you. And you might have been a person that was very forthcoming and honest, and they betrayed you with their trust, your trust, which definitely had you in some type of mental conflict. Let's see where you need to find some type of healing with support, Taurus. Let's take a look. Blame. Taking responsibility for your own actions is important at this time in order for you to find some type of healing. Taking accountability for your own well-being. This could be accepting blame for something that you may have done or you didn't do. Of just taking accountability for where you play at in this situation of lack of acceptance, lack of happiness with this grief and loss. If you feel like you know, I feel like this is along the line. There's two stories here I'm getting between some type of disruption within a connection. And then I'm also getting on a spiritual level of just learning about yourself at this time. Don't blame yourself. Don't beat yourself up, Taurus, for what you didn't know. Because at the time it wasn't meant for you to know, because you had to go through whatever it is that God needed you to go through to get to this type of awakening. You could be going through a spiritual awakening at this time, and learning a lot about yourself and your family and friends that's around you, and you feel it, and now that reality is setting in on what it is that you're dealing with, you're starting to grieve that you're gonna have to drop these people, or you may have already started dropping these people. Also with your thoughts, attitudes, and behaviors, having to drop and let go of that, because you have to accept the truth for what it is, because the truth and learning to accept is going to bring you into happiness. So therefore, taking responsibility for you to be able to be happy, you have to heal by taking accountability for yourself and focusing on your well-being at this time, and not anybody else at this time, because you need to heal from this real truth that's just hit you in your head. And in order for you to allow and receive healing, you need to have some empathy. Be open to seeing both sides of the situation. So this is why when the card was at the bottom of the deck earlier, we talked about grief that had came up, and then the card came out. We had talked about, oh my God, my brain just went, because I'm getting like 50 things right now. Where was it? Jesus, Lord, where was it? Oh, we talked about, was it regret I said earlier? Jesus, I can't even remember. I just got like 80 downloads at one time. Oh, honesty, right? And we said I can't expect honesty from others, but I can expect it from myself. So we're talking about being able to see both sides of the coin, no matter how painful, whether, it's just going to be what it is, because the truth is the truth. So being able to see both sides, even if a person lied to you, okay. If you was honest but they lied to you, all right. You don't have to accept that and take that where, you know, like, I'm just going to eat. How can I, let me see how I can say this. Okay, so Taurus, a person did you wrong, right? You was open and honest, straightforward. They might have lied to you and did you wrong, right? Forgiving them doesn't mean that you gonna rock with them still. You forgiving people for yourself. You forgiving people for you so that you could heal. So that's where we go with that blame, accepting responsibility for your own well-being. So this is then when we start talking about empathy, being open to seeing both sides of the situation. So honesty at the bottom of the deck, you can't always expect the truth from others, but you can expect it from yourself. That's it, bottom line, period, Taurus. That's it. Even if the person is wrong, you could still look at it from both sides of the coin, both sides of the situation. You don't have to take that person back. You don't have to nothing. We're learning about how to just be able to see both sides, learning how to have duality. Okay, learning how to be diplomatic. We just trying to just see and understand. Sometimes you may not even really understand, but it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you need to focus on your well-being and understand that you were standing on your honesty with who you are as a person and how you operate, even if the other person wasn't. Okay, and it does not mean that you have to take them back and let them run over you and all that other shit. You ain't gotta go through none of that shit, Taurus. No, you forgiving people, or you just learning empathy and how to look at both sides of the coin for your own well-being. It ain't got nothing to do with their ass. So let's just take a... Let's see. Let's see, Taurus. And I'm sorry for all the noise y'all hear in the background. They power washing my house right now. Happiness is freedom from fear. That's falling right on that acceptance. You could be 24 years old. You could be born on the 24th of the month. You could have a 24-year-old. You could have a 2-year-old. You could be born on the 2nd of the month. You could be a life path number 2. You could be a life path number 6. You could have a 6-year-old, be born on the 6th of the month. But happiness is freedom from fear, Taurus. You have to accept what is transpiring in your life at this time. Happiness is freedom from fear. I cannot stress this enough. Being aware that being happy means that you're on the right path. Because at the bottom of the deck, all is well. You're going to be fine, Taurus. By trusting in God, your God of understanding, and trusting that all of this is destined to play out the way it needs to play out. When you learn to accept this, you'll heal. Right here, we got inner space and universal knowledge. What I just say, when you learn to accept that God is doing what he got to do to get you where you got to go, and this is all going to be for your good, you're gonna be able to accept and start having happiness. Happiness is freedom from fear, inner space, and universal knowledge. This is heavy already. You could be 20 years old. You could have a 20-year-old. You could be born on the 20th of the month. It could be a life path number 2. When it feels right, do it. You could be 32. You could be a life path number 5, born on the 5th of the month. Have a 5-year-old. It's time, Taurus. It's time. It's time. You're going in a new direction. At the bottom of the deck, your path may be bumpy, but this will alter soon. What I tell you. You want to be free, mind, body, soul. You want to be free to love, free to just be you. You don't want to be in this mental prison, this emotional prison. You don't want that. It's not good for you. You got too much to give, Taurus, to be sitting here stuck. It isn't about being right. It's about doing the right thing. This is another confirmation when we had the card in the previous deck, because I'm on deck number 2 right now. Talked about I can only expect truth from myself. I can't expect truth from others. It isn't about being right. It's about doing the right thing. And this is why that's following 2 right up with empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Bottom of the deck, being the best version of yourself and start today. That's you, Taurus. It's time. It is time. If the world around you seems turbulent, you need to stop. Sometimes, shit be so chaotic, right? But we be like, yo, I got it. It ain't nothing. I'm going to just handle it, take care of it, whatever. And then we get burnt out. And then we be mad and angry and shit start going wrong in our lives. Everything just starts getting out of control. And this is why God is pushing you right now, Taurus, to understand that if shit seem out of control, just stop. Don't even worry about it. And when it feels right again or something different, go ahead and do it. Success isn't what you have. It's what you do with what you have, Taurus. Okay? You're already doing it, Taurus. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. This is what God talk about. Acceptance. Get grounded. Empath. You might be an empath. Highly sensitive. Connect with nature so that you can get grounded. Your soul family. Calling your tribe. Don't do it alone. Calling the people that you know you connect with, mind, body, soul, spiritually, so that you can get grounded, so that you can have somebody that understands you and could talk to you. if you don't feel like you have that support, you know what I'm saying, definitely send me an email. Definitely have services available for guidance. If you feel, you know, just talk to your God of understanding or somebody that you close to, that you trust, so you don't have to do this alone, okay? Because we're all on a journey of healing, and the healing journey never ends. We got the crumbling. What are you clinging on to, Taurus? There's something that you holding on to that's going to cause you a tower if you don't let go. Because bottom of the deck, we got inner temple, devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. You know what it is. You got to let go, whatever it is. You have to ask God to show you give you extreme clarity and acceptance, so that you can let whatever it is that you're holding on to go, because it's stopping you from walking in your true purpose. And the goal of this life is to be in your purpose. We got Rama. Where are you being called to journey to, Taurus? What is your heart telling you to do? What is it that you have a deep inner knowing and desire to do something, but you're not doing it? You need to trust your intuition. You need to trust the signs and the synchronicities. Trust in God with the signs that He give you, the dreams that you get. You know, you may hear something, all of a sudden you get goosebumps or you get butterflies in your stomach. You might feel a little twitch or something when you're thinking about what it is that you really want to do. You feel this type of, this kind of enlightenment, kind of joy, this little tingle deep inside that you know that's what you really want to do. And you might be out and about and be getting confirmations over this, but you may be unsure how to go about it, or so on and so forth. So you need some guidance. Once again, you can always send me an email. Definitely have services on spiritual guidance and getting you into your purpose and what you need to do and how you can do it. Taurus, this was your weekly healing message. I hope this message finds you well. I wish you all well on your journey. Just know that God and your spirit team is always with you, guiding you, watching over you, fighting battles for you that you can and cannot see. Please like, subscribe, share, turn on the notifications button so you don't miss any more messages. And peace and many blessings.